Yo, what is good everyone? OJ over here from PlayerEssence and welcome to another video. Today, we've got some awesome information for you guys, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. And we're starting off with Nintendo's financial results for the past quarter and the overall sales. We got all of the data here for you guys, and Nintendo has actually surpassed the GameCube with this latest financial results. The Nintendo Switch, has surpassed the GameCube. All these numbers are as of September 30th, 2018. The Nintendo Switch has officially sold 22.86 million. They actually had a little bit better quarter than people thought that they would, because they sold over 3 million units for the quarter. So not bad at all there. 22.86 million, over 3 million for the quarter. Pretty good, because I thought they would sell around 21 to 22 million in that range, so I was right there, but I didn't think they'd hit 23 or near 23. I thought it was either going to be high 21 millions or low 22 millions, but they actually almost got up to 23 million, so not bad at all. And like I did state there, they have surpassed the GameCube already, so that is pretty good. In about a year and a half or so, you've already surpassed the GameCube, which, to be honest, the GameCube had a ton of first-party software. The GameCube had a lot of third-party software. It actually had a lot of the major games that some people are asking for Nintendo Switch to get, with shooters. Like, it had Call of Duties, it had Madden, it had all of that stuff, so the GameCube did have quite a bit more third-party when it comes to certain types of games, right? Certain types of Western games. And the fact that the Nintendo Switch has already blown past the GameCube in about a year and a half or so is really impressive. So congratulations to Nintendo on that. Now, there are more official numbers and operating profits and all of that, and we'll get to just some of that in terms of what I want to talk about, but I don't want to go over all of the little operating yen profits and all of that. Here's the breakdown, guys. Nintendo's making a ton of money. Operating profit is up, year-on-year increases, all of that stuff is up more because Nintendo's doing way more digital business than they've done before. The more systems that come in, the more digital business is going to go up. Plain and simple. People just like buying stuff digital, and that's what's going down. Also, the Nintendo Switch Online, that is also a huge boon for Nintendo's profits. They're just making way more money because out of nowhere, all of a sudden, 50% of the people that have the Nintendo Switch started paying for online. So that's just going to be millions and millions and millions of dollars more. So to be honest, guys, yes, we're going to talk about the year-end goals, or not year-end, but the quarter-end or the financial end goals, what they wanted to sell, and that's very important. But Nintendo is just making so much more money than they did before. It's very interesting, and there's a lot of comments from Furukawa and a lot of different things that it would be tough for me to go over everything in one video, so I will be talking about things in multiple videos and PE lives, but I will be going over the most important things, which of course is the Nintendo Switch sales. 22.86 million. Really good. That's obviously Nintendo's best start to a generation, probably since the Wii, and from what I understand, it's tracking right alongside the PlayStation 4 when it comes to sales. So let's go ahead and get into the games here, because you guys probably want to know how well the games have been selling, right? But before we do that, we'll get into the Nintendo 3DS. The 3DS is at 73.53 million units sold as of September 30th, 2018, and the Wii U is at 13.56 million as of September 30th, 2018. So the Wii U's not really going anywhere. The Nintendo 3DS actually went up a bit. It's still selling quite a bit here in the US for the MPDs, so it's still selling there. So I'd probably say it's going to get to at least 78, 80 million by the time it's all said and done. Either way, Nintendo 3DS is still moving. Switch is doing really well, and Wii U is of course dead. So let's go ahead and get into the actual game sales here. They have the top software. This doesn't list every single thing, right? But this is all of Nintendo's big games that they've released so far. So let's go ahead and start at the bottom. Then we'll work our way up to the top. Then I'll give my thoughts on the financial year and goals and all of that. So let's start with Xenoblade 2. That's at 1.53 million. So very good this past quarter. They sold over another 100,000 units. Now, I'm not sure if that includes Torna the Golden Country or not. I'm not really sure on that, guys, so it actually could be above that. Either way, this is Monolith Soft's most successful title. I'm very happy for them to see Xenoblade Chronicles 2 at 1.53 million. Over 1.5 million is absolutely incredible. So shout outs there and congratulations to Monolith Soft for that one. Now next we have Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze at 1.67 million. Once again, much better than what people thought that this game was going to sell, especially at the price that it was at, but people wanted to play Donkey Kong on their Switch and they got it. Next is Kirby Star Allies. That has broken the 2 million barrier, so congratulations to the Kirby team. 2.1 million units for Kirby Star Allies in less than a year. The game came out back in March, so it hasn't even been out for that long, and it's already topped 2.1 million units, so very good there. ARMS is at 2.1 million units, so that also broke the 2 million barrier, so congratulations to the Mario Kart team for a brand new IP that didn't necessarily rate the best, over 2 million units as well. Mario Tennis Aces, that game has also broke the 2 million unit mark. That's at 2.16 million units, so pretty good as well. Good sales clip because that game came out back in June and it's already at 2.16 million. Next is 1-2 Switch at 2.64 million, so that game continues to just slowly rack up sales when nobody thought it would do well. Everyone said that it should just be included in the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo said, nah, we'll take that $50 and actually make millions of dollars of profit instead. Next is Splatoon 2 at 7.47 million units. Very good. Not sure if that includes the Octo expansion. I don't think it does, so the game is even more profitable than what we're seeing right here. So Splatoon 2 continuing to be one of the industry's largest shooters that necessarily doesn't get the credit it deserves. I think just because of Nintendo's online and kind of how they handle things compared to other shooters. But Splatoon 2 is one of those huge, massive blockbuster shooters in the industry. So 7.47 million units is nothing to scoff at there. Absolutely destroying the Wii U version of the game when it comes to Splatoon, so its predecessor, absolutely killing it there. Now moving on to the top 3 here, guys. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild officially topping the 10 million unit mark. 10.28 million units for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Awesome. Just, I can't sit here and say anything else outside of this is absolutely spectacular to see Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild do so much in such a little amount of time, pretty much being the best single selling release, not re-released multiple times over like Ocarina of Time and all that. Best single selling release right there, and this does not include the Wii U version of the game. This is just the Switch version of the game. Over 10 million units. If you include the Wii U, it's probably well over 11 million units, maybe even into 12 million units. So really good for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Congratulations to Nintendo on that one. Next best-selling title here is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Nintendo Switch at 11.71 million units. Last time we saw this game was like at 10 million units. So really good to see Mario Kart 8 continue to just do gangbusters on the Nintendo Switch. And I remember when some people said it's not a good idea for Nintendo to re-release Mario Kart 8 because they already put it on the Wii U and it's already sold. Nobody's going to buy it. And man, whoever said that, you guys should come out and say, you know what, I'm sorry, Nintendo, for giving you guys bad advice. So yeah, 11.71 million units for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Absolutely incredible to see how well that game has done. People continue to buy it. And yeah, it's probably going to top 12 million units easy by the end of the holiday season. I would probably say maybe even 13 to 14 million units. I think it's going to sell a nice clip over the holiday because this is the Mario Kart for the Nintendo Switch. I think people are going to buy Smash, people are going to buy Pokemon, and people are going to buy Mario Kart this holiday. So man, it's absolutely incredible to see what this game has done and how much it's going to do more. So in the next financial briefings after the holidays and all that. So awesome there. And number 1 is still Super Mario Odyssey. However, it's losing its lead. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it's hot on its tracks. But yes, Super Mario Odyssey is at 12.17 million units. Absolutely incredible. Super Mario Odyssey sold another million units for this past quarter, which is just unheard of when it comes to most of the first-party games out there. Usually don't see games do that well this late into the game. unless it's like Grand Theft Auto or something like that. But you don't see first-party games more than almost a year, or pretty much about a year later in like the quarter, sell over 1 million units in a non-holiday season without major discounts. There's some discounts for the game. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Odyssey could both be purchased for in the 40s range in most places. I know like Amazon, and then you can price match, so it's not like they're full priced everywhere, but there's still some full price Mario Odysseys going out there. So absolutely incredible. I don't know what to say about Super Mario Odyssey, man, because it's one of those games that's just magical from start to finish, and I think people saw that from the very beginning. Nintendo is definitely riding off the strength of that 2017 year, although their 2018 games definitely aren't doing bad. Xenoblade is continuing to sell, Donkey Kong is continuing to sell. We do know that Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, they're not listing that here, but that game had really good sales too. Mario Tennis Aces already over 2 million units. ARMS, once again, still kind of following in there as well. Then Kirby Star Allies, over 2 million units as well there. But let's talk about Nintendo's financials and if they're going to hit their 20 million goal that they set back in March all the way till next March. So they have that. So they need to sell right around 15 million or so to do so. And people think that, oh, there's no way they're going to hit that goal or anything like that. But to be honest, like I said, after looking, if you go into their financial reports and looking at the profits and everything, I think they just set their goals really lofty, but they're going to have so much profit from the Nintendo Switch Online, from games coming out, from Smash Brothers and everything. I don't think it's really even going to matter at this point, because their operating profits and what they're bringing in is just absolutely incredible. And this holiday is probably going to be the biggest holiday that they've ever had, or one of the biggest holidays with Smash and Pokemon and all the different bundles. So they did set the goals really high, and I'm not sure if they're going to hit that goal. They definitely could, but I don't really think it matters. When I'm looking over the operating profit, and I'll kind of scan through for you guys here, they have some huge year-on-year increases heading into the holiday, because remember, this is as of September, so they still got October with Super Mario Party, which from what we understand is doing very well. They had Starlink, and there's going to be a bunch of other games, but we'll see what happens. I still think that they're going to hit maybe 16, 17 million at the minimum for that goal. So we'll see what Furukawa wants to do, if he wants to, you know, kind of reconvene how to think or whatnot. But either way, they're just making so much profit in what they're doing, especially with the Nintendo Switch Online and the games coming out. It's just pretty crazy, and they sold 3 million for the past quarter, so that's more than what people thought that they were going to sell. I do think with Super Mario Odyssey, with Super Smash Brothers, Diablo, Pokemon Let's Go, also Super Mario Bros next year, I definitely think for this 4-month, 5-month stretch heading into 2019, I do think that they can sell at least 7 or 8 million consoles. So get kind of close to that goal, get a lot closer, inch towards it, because they are going to have a huge holiday here in the West and also in Japan with Smash Brothers. That game is going to do big numbers for them and push units along with all of their games that they've already released. But these numbers here just kind of show you what I've been trying to tell you guys, that Nintendo's games, even from last year, are going to help sell the system even this year. People talk about they don't have their system sellers or whatever this year, but all the games from last year are continuing to pile up, and it just gives people more reason to buy a Switch. And then the heavy hitters are coming at the end of this year. I also think it's very important, what people aren't mentioning is what Nintendo's going to do next year to help their goal, because remember, they have to have that by March or so. So if they have a big game like a Fire Emblem, or if they have Yoshi, or if they have something like that beforehand heading into it, that can also help as well, because you have New Super Mario Bros in January, so there might be a game in February, and there also might be a game in March. So we'll have to wait and see on all of that. But yeah, I was going over also the financials and kind of what they did, and just like the profits are just absolutely insane. It's great to see Nintendo back to this level of what they're doing. And I do think that they're going to have a lot of success going into the fall with Smash Brothers. That's going to be the big one. But yeah, a lot of people are saying, oh, they're not going to hit their goal and blah, 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 and all this other stuff like that. But I don't really think at this point, after looking over the profits and looking over everything that they're making so far, and then looking into the holiday season with Super Mario Odyssey and with all the different games that they have, I'm not even sure. I think maybe Furukawa kind of played the investors at some point, because he wasn't necessarily talking about what they were going to do with like the DLC DLC profits and all the other stuff, but it's going to be pretty massive heading into the year, just based on what I'm seeing and looking at the software lineup that they had before compared to what they have in the last half of the year and heading into 2019 with New Super Mario Bros. And Smash Brothers and all of that. So that's pretty much it, guys. That wraps it up with all of just the basic information. I will be talking about it more on PE Live, so make sure you catch the live streams and everything like that. Should be pretty fun to go over everything. So what do you guys think about all the different sales numbers for Nintendo Switch software, the Nintendo Switch surpassing the GameCube with its console sales? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the internet in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages and consider supporting PlayerEssence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, awards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting PlayerEssence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to PlayerEssence for latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace!